are drawn by the same things. We are one. We are drawn by the same things.
All right.
We're back.
We are back. Ha. Dope song. Dope song. Dope song. Hey, you know what? Now I see what you're talking about when you say about with a guitar, you basically don't hurt everything. And the ukulele is different because I got the what's the name of that damn song? Non Four Blondes What's Up song. I say, hey, what's going on? That's what I was getting out the guitar.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, man. But it's dope though. Definitely dope.
Do you play all the instruments, by the way, in your songs?
I'm playing guitar and I think bass on that one.
Okay.
But it's a three-man. Like the band now is just three guys. It's me, the producer, and Fabio, who kind of plays the synths, and we have a drummer from Norway, and yeah, he plays the drums on the tracks. And
nice. How did you end up with someone from Norway?
He's in Brazil. He's been in Brazil for I think 10 years now, or something like that. So, and I met him through one of the studios. So he's just a nice guy. His name is Stian, and he's just he's a great drummer. And yeah, we just click on it, and he's kind of like been recording all of the songs. He's gonna we're working on the album right now, so he's recording with me.
Okay.
And yeah, just a great drummer.
And he's over there with you, or he's in the UK?
No, he's here. He's in Brazil. He lives in Brazil. Okay. Yeah.
Is the music industry big in Brazil, or yeah?
It is. I mean, it is, but not really like indie music, alternative music, or whatever you want to call it. It's more of there's a lot of like funk music, but it's not the same like funk from America. It's kind of like a funk that people kind of they have their own beat here, and there's this thing called sertanejo, which is kind of like a country from Brazil. So that's huge in Brazil. I don't know if you guys knew that, but there's a big, a lot of like groups, musicians that play that type of songs, and yeah, they're massive. But in terms of rock, it's always like alternative music. It's always like you still have in São Paulo because it's a huge city, but it's not the song that people around Brazil are gonna listen to. I feel like it's more on like around capitals.
Okay. So was it harder for you to get gigs when you were just starting as a musician?
Yeah, well, in a way, not because I think you can find gigs around the capitals, but it's just harder because it's kind of like a hard market especially if you're starting. Like you have to try to find gigs and stuff like that. So it's hard, to any musician,
True.
That's starting. So, but you have gigs. You can find some gigs, and
you just have to be a bit persistent.
Yeah, for sure. Rio has a lot of like nice places to play. Like they have nice theaters and nice gigs. Same here in São Paulo. And I think people are doing, they used to do a lot of festivals too, in the countryside around Brazil. So that was a cool thing too.
I think that's the only thing most people outside of, I think here in Europe know about Brazil, the carnivals. But
oh, the carnival, yeah.
And I bet Hooda knows about those too.
No, actually, we know about, well, here they say Brazil is violent, very violent down there. That's what they always portray Brazil as here. That and great butts on the women. Salute to the ladies. But yeah, they always say y'all are killers. And
no, you're right in both cases.
Yeah.
It is, man. It is.
Yeah, that's
It's
what they say, man. You don't
Yeah,
play down there for real.
it's a little bit better I feel like it's a little bit better around São Paulo now, but it used to be very dangerous like 15 years ago. I feel like up north where you kind of you're still developing, like the capitals and the cities are still like uh, they like still developing. So I feel like there's more crime and it's dangerous up there. But
Mhm.
Rio, it's been a mess since forever. With violence and
How
crime.
can such a beautiful place have such violence,
Dude,
man? You should
tell me
wake up
about it.
like, what?
It's
Hell,
Yeah,
crazy. It's
probably has something
crazy.
to do with lack of money. That it's hard to to live over there.
Well, it's the traffic, it's the corruption. The police is kind of like it's corruption. Politicians.
Do you want to close the
Um,
door before we go continue about this topic?
huh?
of what?
I said, do you want to close that door before we continue about this topic?
This door? All right.
I
That's
don't
a
want to get
window.
you in trouble, man.
No, 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 no. No, but
Okay.
it is. It is. It's kind of like it's dangerous to. It's a lot of corruption, man. It's a lot of people they trying to do good with money that's supposed to go to for good intentions, good projects, and you have people in the middle who kind of they stole the money. They mess with the whole thing, and that happens all the time. And you don't know. The police is kind of involved with that too. You don't know who is a good guy in the police. A bad guy because you have a lot of corrupt officer, policemen, and so yeah, it is a mess, and it's such a shame because it's such a beautiful city. It's great when you go there. Like even when I go to Rio, it's beautiful. You feel like you're in a different place with the
Right.
mountains and but yeah, it's such a shame.
That's wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
that's wow.
hopefully it will
Well,
change someday, even though it doesn't look or sound like it. Um, Back to your music,
Yeah.
if you don't mind. Yeah, to try to keep well,
Yeah, positive.
yeah. Well, for a second it became a bit too dark. Why? Or should I pause that? I don't even know. But yeah, back to your music. Since you got your sound is pretty wide range. Have you ever considered doing something? And Huda, sorry about that. This consider doing other genres like maybe R&B hooks or something like that?
You mean with the music?
Yeah, because you already have a wide range, which you can see in the project.
Right.
Would you also explore other? Again, Huda, I know I don't. I'm not
yeah,
allowed to
say it,
use
man. Say it. God
other
damn, I hate the
genres.
word genre, man. I don't like genres. I don't like the word. I feel music is music, so that's why I don't allow it on my show. But
I like
this
that.
is our show, so
Yeah, that's why I
uh,
apologized before I said it.
I appreciate
Well,
that though. Thank you.
I feel like especially if you take that Kings and Alley project, you have a lot of stuff on that album. You have reggae, you have blues, you have folk.
Wow.
So I really that's what when I said I had the freedom to explore with the ukulele. That's
Mhm.
one of the things I could really explore, and I just went for it. I wanted to do something like that to you know um, really explore the ukulele with different genres, and I was not attached to one type of song or so with this songs now. I think I'm kind of doing the same, but I'm more on the rock blues kind of
Yeah,
thing, like folk rock and blues.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I will after hearing this, I will check out the previous project as well. But I thought it was the range between rock and maybe a little bit towards and sorry to cut down to the genres again, but a little bit of towards the pop. So that's why I asked. But after hearing this, I will listen to those songs as well. Let
yeah.
me
Oh,
see.
but I don't
Oh,
mind.
sorry.
I don't mind. Pop music is good too. You know, I I,
Yeah.
I don't.
Huda, do
It
you want to shoot
depends.
him the favorite artist question?
Sure. definitely. Who are your most unappreciated artists list? I said that weird. Who would you put on your list of the most unappreciated musicians or artists out here, or producer? You know, in any kind of
Right.
order. Top
Um,
five, but any order.
count five.
Top five. Top five
All
most
right.
unappreciated.
Um, I've been talking to people around. Like I was just talking the other day about Ben Harper. I feel like he's a great musician, but sometimes people don't see that. Like he's a great guitarist and stuff. So I think his music is kind of like unappreciated. Like people don't really see the whole potential that he has on his songs because he's also a producer. So for me,
Oh, okay.
Ben Harper's
Yeah.
kind of like one of those guys.
Right.
Who else, man? Um, Let me see that. I feel like it's unappreciated. Um, I feel like that's a hard question. Like to think of another four. I wish you
Yes,
could give me
sir.
just two.
Nope, we need five.
This is one of the yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, he always does this, or not always, but yeah, this is how do you say that? A recurring question. Is how we like to throw off the people as well, because even if you would name them five,
Uh huh.
afterwards you would say, "Oh, I forgot about that one."
Yep, you
Right.
sure will. You sure will. So five,
Um,
sir. You got, I mean, four now. Four.
okay.
Four.
Oh, Thundercat. Thundercat is a guy that's kind of like, you know, I feel like he's such a virtuoso with bass, and he's such a, a cool guy, and he he's just a good musician. But I feel like because of his songs kind of goes to it's like a jazz thing. I feel like people don't get him. Like
Okay.
people are not really into jazz. They kind of like don't feel like he's as good songs.
Right, right.
Uh, but yeah, he's a great musician. I think the same with Mac DeMarco. Mac DeMarco is kind of like a guy that always goes on the same kind of lo-fi beat, and
Right.
his songs kind of look the same, like sound the same, and the albums kind of sound the same. So I think people that kind of dig indie music, they love him. But I feel like people that I'm not really into that kind of songs,
Right.
sound, they don't like him. Who else? Oh, you guys know Kevin Morby? Kevin Morby's kind of like a guy like that. He
What?
plays Kevin
That
What?
doesn't
Morby.
ring any bells.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably, I'm not familiar.
He's
We will look
I
him
don't
up
know.
though, but no, it doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from. I don't know which state he's from. He's from America, but I don't know which state. He's
He
kind of
play
like
with a band, or he play by himself.
no. It's he plays with a band, but it's his project. It's kind of like a
Oh, okay.
singer
Oh,
songwriter project. So it's more
okay.
of on that kind of thing. It goes. I don't want to say it's like Mac DeMarco, but he has like a type of sound that kind of goes around that.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
So that was
Very
four,
nice.
right? One more?
Yeah.
How many we got? Four?
I thought they only had three.
Oh,
Yeah, we got four.
You had,
Mac DeMarco, Kevin
uh-huh,
Morby,
uh-huh.
oh, Ben
Thunder,
Harper, and Thundercat.
Thundercat. Okay, yeah, okay, okay,
see?
okay. You own it. You own it. I.
Is
Go
four
ahead.
okay? Now, oh, you
No,
want
no, we need
five?
one
You
more.
want five?
One more. One more.
Um, who else, man? Mm, I don't want to say someone like the same type of sound. Let me think of.
I tell you what. I let you slide with the four, but you have to go back in and give me your top five musicians of all time.
All right. Well,
That's the
that's
only way
kind of
we can swap out.
top musicians. Okay, I said Bob Dylan
Hmm.
before. I'm gonna stand by with Bob Dylan.
Good choice. Good choice.
Let me see. I love the Rolling Stones. I really dig classic rock, so anything on that, uh, world. Pink Floyd.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, who else? Let me. Oh, I'm gonna say someone from the blues. Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters
That,
is.
I must be psychic because I was thinking, yo, he's going to say Muddy Waters next. Before you said somebody from the blues, I was
Must be
thinking
Really?
quicker talking, man.
Waters. And I don't have none in me.
No,
That's the
shut
first part.
shut up, man. See, you still
Water.
sobering up from last night. You still got but wait,
Oh
that's
man.
four, right? We still at four again?
Um.
Oh, four. So I would
Yep.
say mm, I would say Ben Harper. We were talking about him.
Okay. That's. So who would you say more influenced your style of music?
Well, if you look back to when I started, I have to say Bob Dylan. Like from
Bob
from the
Dylan.
beginning, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like Bob Dylan. He had the weird voice and shit. I really liked his shit. Him and what's my man name? Woody Guthrie. That's how you say his name.
Oh, Woody Guthrie. Yeah, Woody.
That's how
Yeah,
you say it. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, folk
Oh,
scene.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that type of stuff. I like the Doors. I like shit like that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
so you're in the kind of classic rock.
Actually, I'm
Actually,
everywhere, man. I like
all
hip
right.
hop, R&B, all that. That's why I don't like the word genre because when I turn on a song, you may hear "Pop That Pussy" by Luke and them, and then turn around and hear "Goddamn Georgia on My Mind" or some shit.
Yeah,
You
I like
just
that. Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
playlist. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
go
that's
to
why I
that
had to apologize
rabbit
when I
hole
asked the
from
question.
Spotify.
Yes, yes. What
That's
you say,
cool.
IBJ? You got a question? You say?
No. I said, and that's why I apologize when I asked the question about.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
yeah,
sometimes it's easier to
Uh,
so people know what we're talking about, even though I don't like the word either. But yeah,
yeah.
we still thinking
Music is
boxes, right?
music.
Yeah, true, true.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Let me ask you something about the video of Fragments, man. I see you lose your keys, and then afterwards, moments later, you get your keys back, but you asked her number on the graveyard. What's that about, man?
Well, that was not me, but
Oh, sorry.
that was the director. His name is Sergio Angod, and he's this Italian guy from he lives in London, and he that's his girlfriend. It's him and his girlfriend, and they kind of like made this little story. Um, I don't know you have to ask Sergio, but I don't know what's the choice for the locations for the video, but
Yeah, it stood out, and well, it wasn't that bad, but I thought it was a funny question to ask. And did he caught cheating at the end?
he was apparently caught cheating. Like he was she saw some dodgy messages on his phone or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, at least the picture was clear because I could take that out of the picture. Let me ask something about your song "On the Way Out," because you live in Brazil or normally live in London, but in the information it said that it came along during the American elections. How did?
Yeah, that was when I was recording that song. That was I was writing the song, and it was really it was during the Capitol riots, like the that day when they were trying to get into the Capitol.
Yeah.
So because I was kind of like writing about that, about Trump, and about this whole thing with politics, and the whole thing with just the whole thing with Trump, basically. That was kind of like a good fit. I said, "Oh, okay, this is going to be the song that I want to write about."
On the way out, because Trump
On the
was on
way
his
out.
way out. Okay,
So that was the song, On the Way Out.
okay, fair enough. Then I think it was two or three songs later in the project. I don't know how to pronounce it. Juventude?
That's Juventude. It's called
Oh,
it's youth in English. In Portuguese is
oh.
Juventude. So, and it is a song about that. It's kind of like a song about juventude, youth in these days, you know, in this world that we're living now, basically. So that was kind of like one of the first songs I tried to mix Portuguese with English. You know, it was. I think that was the first song. So I wanted to use the Portuguese name for it.
And is that why you also have a couple of letters in capital letters? Because it's JVTD, right?
Yeah. That was actually just like playing with the letters. That was not. It's not a real Portuguese thing. That was a thing that we wanted to play with the letters and put it out like that.
Well, it intrigued me, so it did have a purpose after all.
Yeah, that was the main goal. So,
but it doesn't stand for anything. It just
no, that was just a playing with words. Yeah.
Well, you fooled me. You fooled me. It intrigued me, but you fooled me at the same time, huh? How would you describe the project in your own words? Because there is some kind of red line in those 6 songs. How would you describe that in your own words? Or what is the main message for the people to pick on? Maybe that's easier to ask.
Right. I think it's songs about what's going on around. It's songs that kind of. I try to think of topics that speak to like society, not just one country, or like it can speak with different cultures. So I think it kind of goes back to what we were saying, like we are kind of the same, you know, it doesn't matter if you have different cultures or you believe in something, in this or that. I feel like we can all relate to the things that are going on at the moment. So yeah, so it's kind of like about us, about the system, and yeah, I would say it's about us.
Okay, and I know this is a tough question to answer, but out of those 6 songs, which is your baby?
I would say one, man, because it's the last song. Like I said, it's the last song I recorded, so I wanted to use as the opener, and it's gonna be the closer in the album. It's but yeah.
Well, that's a nice transition into the next project, even though I wasn't aware of that. So this upcoming album you're working on, when are you planning to release that?
So the album, I think it's gonna come out in October. It's between August and September this year. So we're still kind of checking out because of the pandemic and the whole thing with the virus. Because we're trying to book some shows in September. So we try to go link the two things together. So, but second semester it's gonna come out. Hopefully August, September.
And the song for this project is
we're doing some videos to release along with the singles for the album. So yeah, there's a lot of things we're planning on to release with the album too. So
no.
Let me ask a question right quick. What season is about to turn into there? You said y'all getting over summer, so
autumn.
What's next?
I think it's autumn.
So y'all really are like behind. Well, are we behind? What?
They're on the other side of the
summer. So when we're in fall, you're in.
Yeah, it's Christmas in the summer here every time.
How's that?
Wow, that was crazy.
Christmas and New Year's, it's summer in Brazil because it goes from December to February, so it's always like that. That's why we have our summer break. It's at the end of the year. You guys in America have July, right? So for us it's in December.
Wow, that is crazy.
And do you still celebrate Christmas and all the big on the same dates, or do you also do that in
everything's on the same date? It's hot. People they like to go to the beach here, so it's.
Oh, I would like to go to those beaches as well. Okay, does it even snow at all in the winters over there? Because
I'm about to ask that. Yeah.
Well, in the south of Brazil, it gets very cold. It gets very cold. São Paulo, I have to say, it's sometimes it gets very cold, but we don't have snow. It doesn't.
Have you ever experienced snow?
I did in Europe, in London, and if you go to Argentina, which Argentina, they have snow like in the south of Argentina. So people sometimes they go for skiing and things like that. But in Brazil, no. In Brazil, you get like a little. It just gets very cold in the south, like -4, -5.
Is the same cold as in England? Because England is the same or similar climate as we have here in the Netherlands. Is it the same cold in Brazil as it is the cold in the UK?
It is kind of like in the winter in the south. It's kind of like cold, like London. Sometimes it is like very cold.
Wouldn't have imagined that, man.
Gray.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But before we run out of time, we do have fragments to play as well. Do y'all want to get into that, or because we got like 8 minutes left?
All right. Well, fragments was if you want to talk about the how it happened, the song was recorded in Brazil. We mixed in this studio called 123 Studios in London. Okay. It was this guy Brett Shaw was just a great musician, and I gave the song to him. I gave him like a few references. I don't know if you guys know St. Vincent. She's
I honestly don't.
Guitarist. So I kind of gave him like a few songs that I heard from her album, and that's why you kind of hear like the fuzz, and it's kind of like breaking. The song's kind of like really like.
Oh, I don't know. I can't wait to hear it. So fragments is really like fragments.
Like fragments, yeah. So it was kind of like that was the idea. When I heard her songs with the fuzz, like she uses a lot of fuzz guitar. Mm-hmm. I said, "Oh, that's it." And I knew that this was the guy that kind of like knew how to work with that, so that's why it kind of came out. Okay, so I hope you guys like it.
Hey, we're about to get into it right now, man. This is Fragments by your boy Marcelo Deiss, right here on War Stories Radio Live, the only station you show love, you get love. IBJ, Hooda LK, and we're about to do this for the Rilla Show. Let's get into this Fragments, man.
Years gone by after we lay it all down. Your life and wrong. How many times have you broke down like me?
Yes, sir. We're back. Right. Fragments.
Hey, all right. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that was fly as hell, and it was everywhere. But I never heard something arranged like that. It was fragments. So like, and it shoot out at you, and then it comes back, and then it picks up tempo, then it goes over there, but it all sound good. And your voice, man, you got the voice. You could melt a heart, brother. I'm just gonna keep it.
Oh, I'm sure he already does, man. That's why he went back home during the pandemic, because the women over there better than in the UK and Europe. So let's sing for those.
Get that man a guitar and a microphone right here. Yeah, he can sing, man. He's definitely a great artist. But I'm going to shut my face because we got 3 more minutes left. I want you to get all your social sites out where people can get to you and all the above and show that love,
All right, cool, man. So all the socials are under Marcelo Deiss. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Like I said, we're recording videos now. We're going to release videos on YouTube soon. The album's coming, so be on the lookout for that. And just follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. You can check out the songs, and you can
do your thing.
Yeah.
And what do people type in when they're looking for your music?
Oh, sorry? Yeah, that too.
What do people type in for your music?
So Marcelo Deiss, you can type, if you want to type Deiss, which is Deiss, it's my last name. You can find me in, anything. Twitter, you know, Facebook. But Marcelo is Marcelo Deiss. Marcelo Deiss.
All right.
Cool beans.
That's what's
And
up.
Hooda said it correctly as well, twice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to him as well.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, it really was a pleasure having you on the
Yes.
show. Like I said offline in the last last break, you widened my world. I was very short-minded when it comes to Brazil, so thanks
Me
for that as
too.
well.
Too.
And
That's what
Definitely.
about. Yeah. It's
yeah,
about culture. That's
true.
what I'm saying. It's yeah. Like people think we're very different, but that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that we're, you know,
We experience all the same things, man.
we do have. Yeah.
But yeah, man, please
Yes.
stay in contact, and as soon as your new project or your album comes out, give us a heads up so maybe we can schedule in
Definitely.
a new interview, a follow-up interview. But yeah, man, great interview.
Cool. Cool,
Salute
man.
to
Thank
you.
you.
Y'all make
Thank you.
sure to tune in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and check out the 24/7 rotation, nightly, daily, morningly, midtime, brunch, lunch. Just WSRadiolive.com. You know what I'm saying? If you know a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, they got a very talented friend to come on over here and get with the squad, man. Only station you show love, you get love. We don't own nobody's music. We're just trying to help you get out there and put money in your pocket. That's
Yes,
all
we
we
pay
ask.
out royalties, so
Yes,
that's a
we do.
fact. But it was
Facts.
bananas, man, and we
It
see you
was
next week,
bananas,
man.
bro. Salute.